They called her the apple woman. Her smile was gentle, her fruit sweet, but no one in Umoma knew the price of every bite. 15 years ago, they had cast out a young orphan named Ogechi. Now she had returned with a basket full of beauty and a heart full of vengeance. If only they knew what she sells to them as apple. The sun was setting low behind the dusty roofs of Umoma village when a 16-year-old Ogechi sat quietly beside a broken clay pot, watching the clouds fade into orange. Her face was young, beautiful, but carried a sadness that seemed too heavy for someone her age. Ogechi had lost everything. Her father and her pregnant mother had died together in a terrible motor accident. That night, the neighbors found Ogechi kneeling on the ground, refusing to move, staring at the bloodstained road where her parents had breathed their last. Since that day, her life changed completely. Her only surviving relative was her mother's elder sister, Aunt Chizoba, a woman known for her wealth and pride. She was married to one of the richest men in the village, Chief Obidike. They lived in a big house with tall gates, tiled floors, and 2 children, Chiamaka, who was Ogechi's age, and Noso, her younger brother. When Ogechi's parents died, Aunt Chizoba did not want to take her in. "She's not my responsibility," she had told her husband. But Chief Obidike insisted. "She is your blood," he said firmly. "What will people say if we abandon her?" So unwillingly, Aunt Chizoba agreed. But from the first day Ogechi entered that house, she realized she was not welcomed. At first, she thought she had found a home. She smiled when she saw the big house and the shining tiles. But the smile faded before the first night ended. And Chizoba gave her a small mat to sleep outside on the veranda. "You will stay there," she said coldly. "This house is not a free lodge." From that day, Ogechi's life became a story of pain. Every morning before sunrise, she woke up to fetch water, sweep the compound, wash piles of clothes, and cook food she would never be allowed to eat first. While Chiamaka, her cousin, painted her nails or scrolled through her phone, Ogechi would be scrubbing floors with listed hands. Her aunt's voice followed her everywhere, shouting, insulting, commanding. "You lazy girl, you eat my food and still walk like a snail. Move faster before I give you the cane." When visitors came, Aunt Chizoba would pretend to be kind. "Ogechi, my dear, bring more rice for our guest," she'd say sweetly. But behind closed doors, she'd beat her until her skin stung with red marks. Ogechi was supposed to be in school. She was in SS1 before her mother died. But when she begged her aunt to let her return, Chizoba laughed. "School? For what exactly?" "So you can waste my husband's money. You're already lucky to be eating in this house. Don't be ungrateful." Ogechi stopped asking. At night, when the stars filled the sky, she lay on the cold veranda floor, whispering to herself, "Maybe tomorrow will be better." But tomorrow always came with the same pain, shouting, beatings, hunger. Sometimes, she looked at the gate of the mansion and imagined walking far away, where nobody knew her, where she could breathe freely and sleep in peace. But she was only 16. She had nowhere to go. Still, Ogechi never stopped believing. Somewhere inside her, hope lived quietly. The kind of hope that refuses to die, even in darkness. Ogechi's suffering did not end. If anything, it grew worse. Her cousins Chiamaka and Noso joined their mother in making her life a living hell. While Chiamaka lounged and laughed with friends, Ogechi scrubbed, sweat, and carried heavy loads from dawn till dusk. Noso pulled at her skirts and called her names. The house, with its high gates and polished floors, felt like a prison with no doors. Chief Obidike, and Chizoba's husband, was hardly ever home. He left for business and returned only once each month, staying a week, then gone again. His absence made it easier for Chizoba to hide the truth. She hated Ogechi with a poison that had been brewing for years. Chizoba's hatred for Ogechi was deep. Ogechi reminded her of her mother Ebube, more beautiful than Chizoba, the woman men admired, Back in the day, Chizoba had loved a man named Ekene, but Ekene never loved Chizoba. He loved Ebube and married her. That pain ate Chizoba for years. Seeing Ogechi, Ebube's daughter, made the anger and jealousy burn hotter. Like mother, like daughter, she told herself, murmuring, "She will snatch everything. I must remove this girl from my house before she takes everything away from me just like her wicked mother." So Chizoba made a plan.